Hi, I'm Margaret Holmes, and welcome to Van Cortlandt House Museum in the Bronx. This house was built in 1748 for Frederick Van Cortlandt, a wealthy New York merchant and plantation owner. The park reflects what was once the Van Cortlandt estate, known as the Lower Yonkers Plantation. It's also one of the places where George Washington actually slept. The home is built in the Georgian style from locally quarried stone. It has a unique architectural feature, grotesque keystones in each of the lintels above the windows. And this just might be the biggest key in the Bronx. Here we are in the grand entry hall, where the first thing you'll notice are the high ceilings, which reflected the family's wealth. In true Georgian style, there are two main parlors off of the entry hall: the East Parlor and the West Parlor, which we'll visit now. The first thing that people notice when they come into this room are the striking orange and blue colors on the walls. These are the original colors that were on the walls in the 18th century, but they've come to be known as the colors of New York, as reflected in sports teams like the New York Knicks and our current New York City flag. Surrounding the original fireplace are beautiful Delft tiles, connecting to New York's Dutch heritage. I love them because they're all so different from one another. And this one is my favorite. And these original windows once looked out onto Fort Independence during the American Revolution. A front row seat into history, to say the least. This is the East Parlor, where the Van Cortlandts would have welcomed their most esteemed guests. It's in the Rococo style, which indicates that it was probably done in the 1760s by James Van Cortlandt, who inherited the house after Frederick passed in 1749. In front of me, you have one of my favorite pieces, which is a 5-legged Chippendale-style New York gaming table. And this carafe is original to the family. How do we know that? Well, it's got FVC, which stand for Frederick Van Cortlandt. This dining room has been restored to the Federal period, which is a little bit later than the rest of the house. All of the furniture in it is from the early 19th century. All of these are classic examples of what you might find in an early 19th century dining room of this stature. During the Federal period, symmetry in design became incredibly important. So to create that symmetry in this room, they added 2 false doors on either side of the fireplace. Check out the original masonry. The second floor has 3 main chambers: the West Chamber, the East Chamber, and the Dutch Room. The West Chamber, which was known as the Washington Chamber, was used as a command center during the American Revolution. The East Chamber we interpret as a woman's bedroom, and it's also got a 17th century baby bottle that contains lead. The Dutch Chamber is unique. It's meant to look like the home of a middle-class merchant in New Amsterdam. And finally, there's an important space on the 3rd floor that I'd like to show you. This space up here on the 3rd floor is unique. It is the only preserved enslaved people's quarters in New York City. Here, tucked under the eaves, is a glimpse into the experiences of enslaved Africans in colonial New York. Like the rest of the house, all of the objects in this space have been researched and could have been here at the time. Well, that's the tour of Van Cortlandt House Museum. Thank you so much for joining me. We hope that you'll come visit us to explore this piece of New York and American history. See you soon.
Can't get enough of these breathtaking homes? Hit that subscribe button for more open house coming your way.